what's expected of us, and he wants to use us to clean the world. He wants to use us to wash the world. Think about that. Christ has washed you. Now he wants you to go out and grab other people and wash them, so to speak. Okay? Fancy washing machines. But this one couldn't do the work. It wouldn't hook up and stay connected with the rest. It wanted to do its own thing, and it was warped. And it couldn't do the job. And it couldn't support the load. Then I'm standing there doing wash. Just a minute. There was a couple other things on that. God started showing me one thing I want to back up on. In here we've talked about American-made monsters. The sin of America is why these things, the fires and the horrendous floods and the hurricanes and all this stuff shows up with such ferocity. American-made monsters, powered by sin, corporate sin of America. And it's God's hand. Well, he started showing me that we can have monsters in our individual lives because we don't follow, we don't listen, we don't walk. And so we can create our own personal American monsters. In our own personal lives, we can screw things up and not get where we need to be. And that
Been there,
brings
done
me,
that.
What?
Been there, done that.
And that brings me to what I'm trying to say here. In the second part of that dream, I'm doing laundry. And up out of this laundry pops mice. And they look at you and go back down. They come up and look back down. Mice. Okay? Everybody's got problems. We ain't going to get rid of them, get our heads screwed on till we hit heaven. It's just the way it is. So we're going to have mice in our laundry. Problems, small troubles in our lives. It represents our lives, okay? All of a sudden, out pops a mouse, a couple of them, and this is where it got deep. It had the head of an elephant. All of a sudden, mice with elephant heads showed up. Body of a mouse, but head of an elephant. Trunk, ears, eyes. And God started speaking to me about that. He says, my people always have troubles in their lives. It's just the way the flesh works. But he says, some people, this gets deep quick. All of a sudden, elephant-headed mice showed up. You know what these are? These are strongholds. You ever watch elephants? Bam! They shove walls down. They carry logs. And all of a sudden, instead of small things, you've got deep-set things. Elephants. Elephant mice. Strongholds. And he says, my people have strongholds.
Oh, yeah.
Elephant mice in the laundry. Everybody's got troubles. Mice are common. They're everywhere. I mean, they're outside your houses. Sometimes they're in. But these were elephant head mice. And these were ones that are tough to get rid of. They're strong. They're strength. They'll mash around. I grabbed a couple out and I threw them and I stomped it. I got them killed. But they were others diving back down in the laundry. And see, that's what we got to watch out for. And that was a wild dream. You reminded me of this. Because that was like 2 nights ago. All of a sudden, there's elephant head mice coming out of the laundry and looking at me. And God says, that's strongholds in my people's hearts. He says, that is things that they won't eliminate. He said, it's not normal. It's things that have grown and are strong and are powerful. Because think about it, elephants are powerful. You got
Yes. Here we go again about the issues of the heart situation, that people have doubt, fear, doubt, unbelief, codependencies. They would rather, I'm just going to say this, I know some people that the Lord has used me for years in these type of people, okay? But they have got to want to get rid of these. And you can tell them and you can warn them. And the Lord told me last week, he said, I want you to call this person so-and-so, and I want you to warn her because there's things coming and she needs to be warned. So I did. This was on a Friday. Sunday, he says, okay, I want you to call her, this person again, and I want you to warn her again. I did. Okay. Well, this person says, yes, I know you hear from God, and I will contemplate this. Okay, that's it so far. But this has been going on. These strongholds are deceptions, they're lies from the enemy.
Yes.
And I've tried to tell these people as well, you're listening to you're dethroning God, you're putting
Yes.
Satan on the throne,
Yes.
because you're
Yeah.
believing the lies of his instead of believing God. I get pretty forceful at times because sometimes you have to, because a friend sticketh closer than a brother, and you better speak up in love. I spoke up in love. I said, look, I love you, but these things have been going on and on and on, and da 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 da. But the Lord still has me calling, be diligent, da 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 da. But yeah, they're strongholds. But if they do not want to reach a point, and this person has, I saw this person in a box, and it was getting smaller and smaller. I call and tell her. I saw this person. There was this tent, and she was outside the tent. And her husband was inside the tent, just having a ball, da 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 da. And so God says, I want you to warn. I warn. So I will keep warning as long as he tells me to do. I better be obedient, like you said. But I'm going to tell you this. If we want to describe ourselves as Christian and stay on the line and get continually being spewed off and saying, oh, well, I'll do da 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 da, and let Satan get a hold of us and not believe God's word, we're going to suffer. We're going to continue to suffer until we get with the program and believe his word. What does this word say? All things are possible to God, will the dream drop down in our heart. Hello? But if we want to listen to the enemy batter us around, living in a whole hum-dum-dum, doodly-daw life, but yet this person knows the word of God, but then they're dethroning God is how I see it, and putting Satan on the throne. That's how I see this, people. But they're strongholds. They're strongholds, strongholds.
And some are as strong as elephants.
And yeah, and you just reminded me of this. Well, there's other people in my life, but especially this one person.